You knocked everything down. What'd you do? Come on, stop. Stop. Go. She wants to be right there. Hello, everybody. I got to show you what I'm dealing with. Okay, hold on. There's this, and there's that.
The hierarchy.
Hello. What happened?
Come on.
All right. Give us 1 second. We're working this out. The girls have to have a discussion.
Come on, I know. I have to sit down then. Okay. Wow, it's a tight fit. There we go.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here, obviously along with Miss Heather. And we're gonna do this live stream. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. I was like, wait a minute, what about me?
Right.
So, oh my god, that's too funny. So anyway, before we get started, we're going to be talking about possibility of food shortages, the price of food going up astronomically, and we'll be talking about that, why, what is it a direct result of, and those type of things. Now she takes off and says, oh, that's it, I've had enough.
She's jealous. She's gotta go think about it.
Right. So anyway, before we do get started, I just want to remind you, if we have any issues with the stream, that I will get right back on as soon as I possibly can. So you may not get a notification. You may get a notification. It depends on what YouTube wants to do. It's just a part of the game. So if that happens, I will get right back on.
Is it in stuff, you think?
I hope not.
Well, earlier today, got into the popcorn.
Right.
What did you do?
Oh. Down, Hella.
Come on.
So anyway.
Dorito checker.
Yeah, just make sure she's not getting into something that she shouldn't on that table. She doesn't need to go out. She's fine. They just came in, so they were just out. No, be good. No. Stop. Anyway, second thing, I want to remind everybody that this is a very family-friendly oriented channel. I would ask everybody, please be decent in the chat. No racism, no nastiness. She's not getting in anything?
No.
Okay. All right. She's in rare form tonight. She really is.
All right.
So.
What?
So anyway,
Stop.
Yeah, push her right off there. Get her right down.
Hold on. Gotta go down.
Enough. Hey. No. Good girl.
Feeling naughty.
No, Hella. No. Dealing with children. There's children, and then there's the other children. So, anyway, all right. What a freaking hot day today for us up in New York, okay? We are not used to temperatures in the 90s. It is not normal for it to be in the 90s up here. We were at 93 today. Very, very warm. Yeah, animals are children. They absolutely are. And especially when they're still in that puppy phase, because she's not even 7 months. Well, no, let's see. She's on the 6th. So, yeah, she's still just a baby, even though she's enormous. So, all right. So, we're going to talk about what's going on with the food shortages possibly happening. What is a direct result? What's a cause? What is causing prices to go up? Now, number one, like I said, I'm going to ask you guys around the country again, what are your gas prices at right now? Because I will tell you what ours are at here. They've gone up again here. We're now at $3.09 a gallon here in New York, in my area. And so it is ridiculous, and that's what, so since Biden's taken over, we went from $2.25, we are now up to $3.09 for gas. Okay, so guys are giving me different. They got $3.27, $3.15, $3. So yeah, it's going up. We got $3.08 there for JJ, $3.19 in Oregon. Liz is saying $2.85, $2.99 in Central Maine. Los Angeles, $4.35. Wow. I know LA out there, or California itself, is crazy with the gas prices out there. $6 a gallon in Canada. Yeah, I know you guys up there are paying ridiculous amounts of money too. Because I know you guys do it by the liter. Southern New Hampshire is $2.89, $2.79 in Kentucky, $2.90 in Nebraska, 320 in Arizona. Yeah, I mean, so pretty much all over it's either high 280s, 90s, or over $3 a gallon. It's just, so I want you guys to think about this. All right. So this is like the number one reason you're going to see prices continue to go up for food. Now they've been going up right along, even before the gas prices went up. But as the gas prices go up, it costs more to ship those goods. And when it costs more to ship those goods because of gas costs more, they pass that cost along to the consumer, which is you and me. So if we're having our vegetables trucked in from California, which they do a lot of that around the country, a lot of produce is grown in California, and then it is shipped to different parts of the country. If it cost normally, and I'm gonna make a number up. Let's say it normally cost $300 in fuel, okay, but now it costs $450 in fuel. That extra cost is going to be passed on to the consumer. And so that's one of the reasons why the prices are going up. And with that happening, we got to remember too, I want you to think about what has been going on for quite a while now. The portion sizes are getting smaller that they're giving us, right? Like you used to get a 5-pound bag of sugar, now it's a 4-pound bag of sugar. That's just one example. Hey, she walks alone. 256 here in East Texas. Did you get your latest package? And what does Heather think of your new shirt? Yeah, I don't think she hasn't seen that shirt yet. And actually, the new package did come in. I got a couple of books, and I will show that probably on a live stream, but not tonight because we're going to be doing this. Unless maybe later I'll have you go grab those books off the table. Mm-hmm. But no, she's asking about the shirt, and the T-shirt says. I asked Odin to send me a Valkyrie, and he sent me a daughter.
Yeah, you told me about it.
I told you, yeah. So she wants to know what you think of that.
I thought it was very sweet, and that I don't know, considered Valkyrie. I'm that cool. But yes, it was very cool. And I said that I'll have to wear it on our outings.
Yes, when we go out and about here. So anyway, thank you very much for the donation as well. But when you have, like I said, so the other thing that they've been doing for quite a while now, like whenever you would get, let me see, I'm going to use a Gatorade bottle. Okay, pretty flat. It's a little bit concave, but not major. But what they're doing now, like with peanut butter jars and stuff like that, the bottoms of these jars are very concave. So they're like this. So they look the same, but you're getting less. She's back. You're getting less in the jars than you did before. And that's happening a lot. That's absolutely happening a lot. So the portion sizes are getting smaller. The price is either remaining the same or it's going higher. And they've been doing that for a while. Now, when I talked in my video earlier today, and I talked about that the government paying farmers not to grow crops or basically plow under crops like they did here last year, okay? And those things have been happening. And so, and of course, I got the whole people saying, well, that's been going on for 60 years to control, make sure that they're not overplanting and all this type of stuff as well, which I know that. We're looking. Oh, are they all in or out?
I think they're all in.
Are you going to grab them real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had the baby chickens were still out and about in the yard, so we hadn't been able to lock them up. So she's going to go lock the birds up. But Gatorade went from 89 cents to $1.14. Yeah, shrinkflation, exactly. North Shore Preparedness. So you're not getting as much for your money. The value of the dollar has gone down. What are you doing? She's decided to sit in Heather's seat and join us. Would you like to talk? Huh? Do you want to tell everybody how you feel? So, but what happened? Where'd she go? I'll tell you what, this is like the coolest dog. I'm sorry. She really is. She's a good-natured dog. So, aren't you? Yeah, sure. You're a good girl for the most part, but you're still a baby. So, but anyway, Tiny Titan said, and I understand the lack of truck drivers too. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. Homestead Homeboy NC. Start buying 39-year food storage. Yeah, you know, I'm going to tell you, it's with everything going on, stock up, stock up, stock up. Oh, and that being said, let me just I mentioned it in my video earlier today, and I want to mention it really quickly now. On my website, preppernurse1.com, I started the sale today for the Legacy freeze-dried food. So if you go to preppernurse1.com, you click on store, Legacy drops down, and you'll see Legacy on there. If you click on that, it will take you to the website or the store in the website. In any purchase that you make, when you check out, 20% will come off automatically. So I figured with everything, again, it's just the craziness. I figure I would do a sale. And so definitely take advantage of that. When you are buying a bigger package deals, 20% can add up in a hurry. So definitely take advantage of that. And I think we're going to run that. I believe till, actually, I can tell you exactly what I think it's the 6th of June. So I can tell you in a second. Come on. Hold on a second. I just want to look at my calendar real quick. Max, stop. Yeah, the 6th of June. So the sale started today. 20% off of everything of the Legacy freeze-dried food. Again, it will automatically be taken off as you check out. And we're going to run that till the 6th of June. So just putting that out there, letting you guys know. While I'm talking about the website really quickly, we also have the Forefathers, which is the CBD and hemp store. If you go there, you'll see their logo on the website. So if you go to preppernurse1.com, you'll see that Forefathers logo. If you click on that, it will take you to their website. When you check out there, you have to use the discount code PrepperNurse1 to save yourself 15%. So definitely take advantage of that too. And that one stays the same. I don't change that one. What, baby girl? You're fine. Yes, I know you're fine. So, yeah, so that one doesn't change. Okay, so, but, so I got to show you what Max. There's Max. Looking at Heather and Heather. So she stole your seat again, Heather.
I could tell. She's looking mighty guilty about it.
She wants to be on camera.
I guess so.
She's like, I'm going to sit here with Dad. Look at her looking at you.
Yeah.
What happened?
She doesn't know what to think.
Hella, what are you doing? What's going on?
What?
She's so petite, Heather. You should have no problem moving here.
I don't have any problem.
No, I'm just giving her a hard time. All right. So, but anyway, just putting that out there for you guys. Also, last thing about the website, we have the Prepper Nurse One community, which is a great resource to connect with like-minded people. So definitely take advantage of that as well. Okay. You do have to register. There is no credit card information that's asked or anything like that. So just putting that out there as well. So just, I wanted to mention that while I was thinking about it, and because otherwise sometimes I forget when I'm doing a sale and I don't remember to mention it. And so that way you guys know. All right. So, but anyway, I've been encouraging people probably for the last 3-4 years with gardening to do your own gardens and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm missing something. Oh, hold on a second.
Stop.
I wanted to see what that comment was. Honey Badger's Homestead, 8.59 gallon of milk here. Where are you at, Honey Badger's Homestead? Why would milk be that high? Is that up in Alaska? Because I know that like getting things up there is much more difficult. Yeah, where's the homestead at? So if JJ, if she says it and I don't see it, could you watch for that and let me know? Oh, no, Nova Scotia. Okay, I gotcha. All right. Yeah, that's crazy that a gallon of milk would be that much up there. That's insane. Now, I know the government will go into like the dairy farms and stuff like that, and they regulate stuff to try to keep the cost of milk down. But even cost of milk has gone up crazily as well. You know, and here's the thing that I find the cost of living continues to go up exponentially, but our wages don't. Now they're raising up minimum wage, which is great, okay, because I don't know how people lived on what they were making before, but even with that, even as that like these businesses are being forced to make the minimum wage more, what they're doing once again, the cost of producing those goods, the cost of making whatever they're making for whatever that company is, they pass that cost back to the consumer. So if you think that big business is going to be eating that cost for raising the rates, I can't see you, Heather. You got to scooch over.
Well, the chair's so far over.
Well, I mean,
it's not my fault that he's a space hog.
Here, we'll move this way. There. Now you can be. I know, because I'm like, wait a minute, I can't see Heather. She's sitting there and she can't see her. So, but Ed, have you heard from Honey Badger, the truck driver girl? I have not. Okay, so Honey Badger and I were talking, and Honey Badger is very religious. Anybody that's seen any of her channel knows that. I am not. Okay. She knew that going in, and so she basically had said, what she told me was she felt that we were not evenly yoked because I'm not religious and she is. So she said, you know, it definitely is not going to work because I'm not going to ever be religious. So that's not going to change. And so she was like, you know, she said, okay, no more. And then, you know, I figured, okay, well, we'll still be friends, which is fine by me. You know, I mean, you know, and I have not heard from her since. Reached out like maybe twice and never heard anything back. Yoked. Yep. It's a biblical term, JJ. You'll have to look it up.
And hello to everyone saying hello. I'm trying to read comments.
Oh, okay. So, but again, you know what? That's her choice. I thought she was a really cool chick. She looked like she would be a lot of fun, and it, you know, it happens. Mary Lapp, time to head for the hills and live like the Amish. You know, I'll tell you. With thank you very much for the statement, and thank you for the donation as well. With the craziness that's going on out there in the world and all the nonsense, it makes you want to retreat. It makes you want to kind of like dig in and just take care of your stuff and say the heck with everything else. She's fascinated by you, Heather.
She really is. She's like looking at me just like
yeah, she was
staring dead on. I'm like, hello.
Would you go look and see if somebody's here? I don't know why she's barking.
Well, I think Rose's ox are doing the bonfire right now.
Oh, okay. Well, then we won't worry about that then. Heather, do you wear charm bracelets by any chance?
I do. I like jewelry, so I have a lot of random stuff.
Yes, it's nice to have Heather home. It's very weird not having my children here, you know, because they've grown up and moved on with their lives and forgot about the old man. No, we talk every day. Somebody just came in. Mr. Rose said,
yeah,
Heather?
I was smiling at that.
Yeah, she says, Heather, if you work for the FBI, let me off the hook.
We got a fire phone if you want to join us.
Mom, I'm doing a live
I'm
stream.
talking to her.
Well, she's
I'll come on a little bit.
She's joining me in the live stream, Ma.
I did not.
Well, she's sitting next to me.
Yeah.
So that's how it works.
Okay.
I'll be out in a little bit. I'll come join you guys. Becky asked me to.
Oh, okay. Too funny. They should have done it so early. It's not even dark yet.
Well, the boys are young. They gotta go to bed early.
Let them stay up. It's good for them. Builds character. So it's her second cousins and my great nephews. So. Which kids, Ed? The two? Oh, no, the four-legged ones are all over the place. They drive me nuts. I'm talking about the two-legged kids. With Eddie and Heather not being home, it's definitely
quiet.
Definitely quiet and very strange. I'm not used. I'm still not used to it. I'll be honest with you. It's just. I'm not that it's a bad thing. You do get used to it. You really do. But it's just in the very beginning. I will tell you this, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Empty nesters can relate. The first day that both of the kids were gone, and I was standing in my house here, and I was alone. You know, the only human being here. It was a really, really weird feeling, and it was like so quiet. And I was like, wow, this is weird. And Eddie's doing well. Actually, Eddie is really getting into playing guitar, and and I haven't heard him play yet. And I talked to him yesterday. Actually, I'm sweating here, guys. Just so you know, I'm sorry. I talked to him yesterday, and I said to him I would like him to play for me at some point, and he said yes. So, but Heather has heard him play, and Heather said that he's actually getting very, very good. So I think that's pretty cool. So he's found something that he enjoys, and I think that that's a good thing. Yep, kids leave, pets take their place. Well, my pets never. We've had the pets the whole time.
Oh, except Hella.
Except for Hella, yes. Hella is the newest addition.
Oh.
Her little tiny self.
Her really nosy self.
She is really fascinated with you. That's actually very funny.
She's like, who's sitting next to my dad? Okay,
so I got to show this, guys. Hold on. I got Hella's right there. Caesar's there. And there's Max chilling.
Oh, and there's you in the mirror.
Me in the mirror? So, and then Pandora's over there. So, anyway. Oh, yeah, the chickens. Yeah, the chickens are, they're two-legged. Yeah, it's right. Chickens are two-legged. Well, I'm thinking the pets that are in and out of the house. Not that haven't had chickens in the house, because I have. Hell, okay, down. That's enough.
Sorry, Max. Oh, come on. There you go. She's slobbering all over me.
Heather, do you wear crystals? If so, what is your favorite stone?
I really like smoky quartz. It's probably one of my favorites.
Well,
and I have one of my rings on is I think it's London blue topaz. I really like that one too.
I think she is jealous. I think that's what because normally they just settle down by this point and they're laying down and going to sleep.
No, we're being stared at through the mirror.
Oh, that's funny. Finally starting to plant garden here in Upper Michigan. Well, I'm going to tell you what. Now, normally we don't plant here in New York until the end of May. May 31st is always when we plant. And I've never actually deviated from that until this year. And we looked at the forecast, and the 10-day forecast looked fantastic. And so that is why we planted when we did. And it's definitely going to give us a boost on our growing season with getting it into the ground sooner. But like I said, it's just the last 2 days of now. Tomorrow's supposed to be like a high of 83, but we're going to be gone. Mm-hmm. We're going to be on a road. So
Eddie plays a 6-string, and I have a bass guitar that I was learning, but then college took over, and I haven't been able to pick it back up yet.
Yeah. My peppers and beans are doing great. Oh, that's cool. No, that's awesome. Yeah, it's it's been really, really decent. Ed, what company did you get your trees from? Did most live? Okay, Fast Growing Trees is where I got my trees from. Both of my peach trees lived. Both of my cherry trees died, and I don't, probably too soon in the season. We had a cold snap right after we planted them, and so I think that might have been a part of the problem. I don't know for sure. I would definitely recommend the company. I really did like the trees when they came. They were good, and for whatever reason, the 2 cherries just didn't make it. But the 2 peach trees they're thriving, and we're going to have peaches off of those trees this year. Once again, if you are going to plant fruit trees, I'm going to definitely learn from my mistake. Okay, please learn from my mistake. The one peach tree that you saw this year, or not peach, cherry tree that you saw this year, that is absolutely loaded with cherries. That's going to be our first year with the cherries on that tree like that. We planted that tree when we first got here 7 years ago. So if you have an unlimited amount of time and you want to get a bunch of saplings and plant those, go right ahead. My recommendation, though, to anybody, get trees that are at least 6 foot tall to start with, because if you plant those trees, like I said, we planted those trees last year. I'm going to get fruit this year off of those peach trees. And I think that if I had, if the cherry trees had lived, I think we definitely would have gotten cherries off of them this year as well. But again, what you have to understand is when you're dealing with fruit trees, some of the trees are going to make it, some of them are not. I've had a plum tree die on me before. What else? Because I know I had replaced one of my plum trees.
Oh, thank you. She walks alone. I appreciate that.
Heather, I will send you several gemstone bracelets. So it's very nice of you. She walks alone. Thank you very much for doing that for Heather. It's very kind. And thank you for the donation as well. But yeah, rumor has it Noah was the first prepper. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But again, with the fruit trees, that they're a great thing to have. It's great to be able to get that fruit for your family and yourself and not have to go to the store and get it when it's in season. You can do canning with it as well, you know, peaches, cherries even, pears, you know, apples, all those type of things, you know, making applesauce and all that type of thing. So really, really good thing to have. And I definitely, and plums are awesome as well. So, you know, good stuff to have. And like I said, I remember as a kid going out in my grandparents' yard. They had pear trees, they had cherry trees, and all that type of stuff. And we would just go out there and we would just help ourselves. And that was very cool. It's one of those fond memories you have climbing up in the tree and picking the one that you wanted, especially when they were like those pear trees when they were ripe. Oh my God, nothing like it. So, but yeah, no, I definitely. You know, I definitely think that it's really important to get those, you know, buy the more mature trees because you're going to get a faster yield that way. So, and realize that you may lose some of them. That's going to happen. So, you know, again, plan accordingly.
Had a couple questions for me.
Oh, go ahead on.
And someone said their cat Delilah said meow, and I thought that was cute, so I said tell her hi back. And then I had someone ask if I'm going to be doing a summer job or just vacationing. And ideally, I'd like to get a summer job because, you know, always need money. And I thought I said something else. Oh, I'm done with school for this semester, or for this year. So I'll be going back for my third year in fall.
Yep. We would do that with my grandpa's tomatoes. Oh, I'm going to tell you why. I can, again, and there's another thing. When we would, you know, my grandparents' garden, you know, they say, well, we're going to go pick peas. I would sit there and I would be just pick a few, shuck one, eat them. It was just nothing like that. So, but you know, just continue to get ready, guys. The more that you can be self-sufficient and grow your own crops and have those fruit trees and you know, blueberry bushes, all those type of things. And again, with the blueberry bushes, again, pay the extra money, get the more mature bushes. You're going to get faster yields with that as well. So it's just a smart way of doing it. So, but they're great to have.
Thank you, Ronan Returns. I read that comment.
What did I miss?
So wonderful to see Heather on the broadcast today. Such a smart woman.
Yeah, she's not too bad. Apple don't fall far from the tree with the brains. But you know, when you have two parents that were intelligent, you know, generally you have intelligent children, which is a good thing. And how is the prepper weekend shaping up? Okay, so we'll talk about the prepper weekend really quickly. We're going to be doing it July 16th, 17th, and 18th. It's going to be Hope Valley Camp, okay, is the place where it's going to be at. It's, if you were looking to come, it is the town of Dansville, and it is outside of town. And so I'll get all the exact details how to get there when we get closer to the event. But if you plan on coming to the prepper get together, it's going to be all 3 days. You can stay on site. I can't push her off, please. Thank you. You can stay on site. That is free. It's not going to cost anything. If you want to tent camp, you can do that as well. If you want to bring a camper in, you can do that as well. There is no hookups for the campers, though. Okay. There are showers on site, toilets on site. All those things are available. Yeah, Prepper Palooza. Exactly. Angry Prepper does plan on coming. Also, Joe from St. Bernard Acres is planning on coming. Yep, Hope Valley Camp in Dansville, New York is where it's going to be at. I also talked with in town here. Actually, hand me that piece of paper on top of the changer, Heather.
This one?
Yep. Thank you. If you want to stay in a hotel, okay, if you don't want to stay on site and you would like to stay in a hotel, Logan's Inn, Logans.
I'm gonna type it in the chat for you guys.
All right. Logan's Inn. The phone number is 585-335-5840. Okay. The address is 106 Clara Barton Street, and that's Dansville, New York, 14437. And the contact person would be Kay. If you are planning to stay in a hotel, the normal rate is $99 a night. If you tell them you're using the code Prepper Nurse 1,
It's like K-A-Y like that.
K-A-Y, yes. If you use the code Prepper Nurse 1, you'll save $20 per night on your stay. So instead of $99 a night, it would be $79 a night. So putting that out there as well for you guys. I want to try to have some. Get down. Enough. I'm going to try to get vendors and stuff like that as well. Sorry for screaming, by the way, if that bothered anybody. I apologize. We just had enough. She needs to calm down. So we're going to see what we can do. We're going to try to get things more organized, obviously, as we get closer. And so we're going to go from there. Okay. I don't know if Riza Visages is going to be there or not. I have no idea. I have not spoken with him. So I'm going to reach out to him once again. We'll see what happens. I'd love to have him come down and hang out. He's not that far away. So I think that would be really, really cool. So Ed can go from 0 to 60 real fast. Well, when you have animals and children, that's, you have your normal voice, and then you have your, I'm the boss voice, and it's enough is enough. So she knew when I raised my voice. Did you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, she was always good though. Never really had any issues with her. So but anyway, we're gonna have a great time. The prepper get together is gonna be a blast. I have ordered T-shirts for it, so T-shirts are going to be available. That's strictly going to be for the people that come to the prepper get together. Okay. So it's like if you get your T-shirt, you can say, "Hey, I was there," and it says second annual prepper party. It has a picture of a Viking on the front because obviously you guys know I am into the Norse whole thing, and I love that. So it is, what zodiac signs are you all? I am a Gemini, and you are a
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Scorpio sun, at least. Then Aries moon and Leo rising for people that like that.
Ed, you look like you've lost a lot of weight. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate you noticing. I'm down probably 20 pounds so far, and I got a ways to go. So, but I do feel a lot better. And hey, Kathy. She says hi, Eddie, or hi, Ed and Heather from beautiful West Virginia. We will be down there tomorrow, so looking forward to that. We're just doing a little adventure, and I want to ask Heather if riding the Harley is something she really likes to do. There you go.
I do like it, and eventually I'd like to get my own motorcycle license.
And get your own bike?
Yeah. Well, obviously.
Obviously, yeah. Yeah, we actually were out riding today. Had a nice ride today. Man, it was hot though. Still, it was like ridiculously hot, but it was fun. It was a good time. Trying to get them rides in while we're like, okay, we're gonna be gone. Hey, L. Gibson. Heather, Smokies have great metaphysical properties. I'm going to send you a black tourmaline bracelet for grounding and protection. Very cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, L. Gibson. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Pity Heather's hearing. That's funny.
Well, she's used to it. School.
That's right. That's right. Egg count time? Not quite yet. We're not quite to the egg count time. About 1:45 we'll do egg count time. Oh, Chris Seven asked what's up with the Underground Railroad. Underground Railroad is still a thing. I have contacted some people. I have not contacted everybody yet. Once again, I've been just a tad bit busy. So, but that is definitely still on my agenda, and I plan on taking care of that. That's still a thing. So I have contacted quite a few people already. I have a lot more people to contact, and once I get caught up on contacting all those people, we will get it rolling again, and I will ask for more people to if they want to get involved in that. But that is not something that is going to go away. That is something that I definitely plan on working on. But again, that's a lot of work. You're going to go out with them now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, take the chair. All right.
Well, it was nice seeing everyone.
Well, thank you for joining.
Yep. And thank you for the gifts that people intend to send. I really appreciate that.
All right. All right. So anyway, yeah, Heather's bike's in that shed. Yeah. Eventually, she will inherit that one day. Yep, she will definitely inherit that one day. Because I will still have that. That bike will never be sold. I may have another bike, but that bike will never be sold. Yeah, I'm not one of those people. I know, like I said, I got a buddy of mine, love him to death. He buys and sells bikes like people change their underwear. I mean, it's like does the same thing with automobiles. He's always buying and selling. I had my Santa Fe for 11 years. And in that 11-year period of time, I think he went through 8 or 9 vehicles. He'd buy it, have it for a year, get bored with it, and then will you live stream from West Virginia? Yes, I do still plan on live streaming. Tomorrow you may not see a video earlier. I may just do a video later once we get settled into wherever we're going to be. I have nothing done ahead of time. So I'm just putting that out there for you guys. So if you don't see a video at like 3 o'clock, it's probably because I'm on the road. But we definitely will be doing some, I'll still be posting videos every day. I still plan on doing my live streams as long as I have the Wi-Fi connection. And Ed, I thought you were riding the bike to Valhalla. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Well, it'll be a different bike I'll be riding into Valhalla when the time comes. Holding my coffee mug that Mountain Girl got me. So, but I am going to West Virginia, Marissa. We're going down to look to see of possibly getting a second homestead. I want to buy some land if that's possible down there if I find the right property. And I definitely am looking to do that. And if the right thing, how many miles on the bike and in what year? I have a 2015 Heritage Softail, and I got about 21,000 miles on the bike already. So, and we are limited with riding up here in New York, just so you know. Otherwise, it would have a lot more. If I could ride year round, I'd probably have 40,000 miles on the bike already. But yeah, so. But yeah, I'm looking to see what we can see down there, and we're gonna just we're going down there to explore and see if I can't find something. And if something jumps out at me and I have to have it, then I'll do that. Otherwise, we're just gonna we're gonna have a nice trip no matter what. Oh, if I use a full name, I know they're in trouble. Yeah, if you use their middle names too, yeah. Oh yeah, then they know they're really in trouble. I'll tell you what, I was very, very blessed with Heather. Just an unbelievably good child. Never really had any kind of major incidents with her at all. I never had to spank her. And I am definitely one for corporal punishment. I have no problem if they need a spanking to get a spanking. I would rather my choice when it comes to discipline, I would rather take away privileges because boy, I'll tell you what, that hurts so much more, especially with this generation of kids with the internet and their phones and all that type of stuff. You take away internet access or you take away phone access for just even a couple of days, that is like torture to these kids. So I'm taking the car. I'm taking the car because I do plan on driving up into the mountains and stuff like that. And and plus we got to have all our stuff that we're taking with us for this trip. I'm going to be doing the road trip, guys. I'm going to Sturgis later in the year. So that is, that's going to be an epic ride there in itself. So, but yeah, spare the rod, spoil the child. Exactly. And I'm going to tell you what, you know, when children know that there's consequences for their actions, you teach them several different things. You teach them discipline, which is a good thing, which so many people don't do today. So many people want to be their child's friend. You can't be their friend as a parent. You have to be a parent first. Now, as they become adults, the relationship changes. You're always going to be that parent, but you can't do it the way you did it before. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Oh, okay, it's you. All right. I'm like, who's running the water? Never mind. Okay, it was Heather. I'm like, did Mom come in the house and start washing dishes? She's been known to do that. So, but anyway, so yeah, so we're just gonna go down. We're gonna just see what's available, and if we, find a right piece of property, then I definitely plan on putting an offer in on it. Now, does that mean we're moving from here right away? No. I would have to get infrastructure in place, work on stuff down there before we would get to that point where we would make that move, sell the property here and move south. So that, it could be 2 years, it could be 3 years before we would do that. I don't know, Sounded like someone started a Harley. Yeah, the pump is literally right above up my room, right up here in the loft. So when the water needs to get pumped in the house, then the pump goes on. It's like a 6 or 8 gallon tank. So once that, has to refill. And now I have Miss Pandora. Hello, young lady. Here, I'll show you guys. Here's my original little girl. She's also very, very jealous, especially of Miss Hella. She's very, very jealous of Miss Hella. So anyway, so yeah, prepper get together is going to be a blast. If you do plan on attending, if you would let me know, that would be really appreciated. I want to try to get an idea. If you plan on staying on site, if you plan there's enough beds for in the buildings for about 110 people. Okay. And those buildings are air conditioning. And like I said, there's communal bathrooms available and showers. 3 bathrooms and 3 showers on the woman's side and the same on the men's side. So obviously, if you're planning on staying on site and you want to get that shower in, plan accordingly because there's only 3 showers on each side. But also, again, if you plan on staying in one of the buildings, just let me know. If you plan on sleeping in a tent, whatever, and if you plan on attending, just let me know. So. Oh, this wooden spoons. We would take the wooden spoons when I was a kid, and we would bury them in the sandbox. That's what we did because you get hit enough. I used to get the wooden spoon. Absolutely, wooden spoon or the belt. That's what I would get. So, but yeah, the wooden spoon was that would definitely adjust your attitude. And my grandfather was no joke. Well, I'll tell you what my mother also used to do. Had a little bit of a potty mouth, still have a little bit of a potty mouth, but I watch it on here. And Mom used to make me brush my teeth with soap, and then you would have to hold it in your mouth until she said it was okay to spit it out, right? Well, finally, I just got to a point I used to swallow it. And she'd be like, okay, you can spit it out now. I'd be like, it's too late. I already swallowed it. So then she stopped because she thought it might be doing damage to me. I was like, I'm not keeping that crap in my mouth. But yeah, I remember that. Okay, yes, egg count. Let's do the egg. Okay, so I haven't even asked for a thumbs up yet, guys, today. So let's do that really quickly. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to please do that to show support for the channel. We got like 750 people in the chat, 380 on the thumbs up. So please shoot a thumbs up to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time for doing that. Again, also, it really does help with the algorithm, so the more interaction we have, the better it is for the channel. So I thank you for that reason as well. The last reason, obviously, I like to see a lot of thumbs up. So I would thank you for doing it for that reason as well. And also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. Okay. So, all right, egg count. What do you guys think the egg count is today? Give you guys a minute here to get your guesses. So since I know this person personally and they had the correct guess, I will use them. There's a lot of people that did have the correct guess. If you had the same exact guess as Asif with 10 eggs, then you are correct. So 10 eggs today, 11 yesterday, 11 the day before that. I think it was 10 the day before that, and then like 8 the day before that. So with the warmer weather, they've been nice and steady laying, and they're doing really, really well. So, and I gave away 4 dozen eggs today. So, yeah, they've been cranking them out. So they're doing all right. And yes, Thick Neck, she did lay today. So, switch belt paddle and privileges taken away 1972 to 89. Heva Alexander just said that. Yeah, I just used to catch a beating. I used to just catch a beating. I had one stepfather that was very heavy-handed, and I have a hearing loss in my left ear because of him. One of my neighbors, as a kid, told my mother, she said, "Your husband hit your son." And they got to remember, I was 8, 9 years old at the time. I think my mom married him when I was 6, and by the time they were 9, by the time I was 9, they had gotten a divorce. But she had said that, she said, "Your husband hit your son as hard as he would hit a man, except with an open hand." So think about what a tough guy that is that beats up on a kid like that. Hey, Mr. Rose, put in for vacation time. Should have 8 people in my group at work. We have 4. Hope boss approves. Oh, that's cool, man. I hope so too. I'd love to see you there. That would be very, very cool. Yeah, like I said, the prepper get together, I think, is going to be a blast. I think we'll have a good time. We'll try to, like I said, I'm going to see if other YouTubers want to come. And I haven't reached out to anybody else yet. We still have a lot of time. Once I come back from this trip, then I'm going to really try to get it more organized. But I just think we're going to have an absolute blast. There's like 3 different spots to do bonfires, so we're definitely going to be doing that. And it's just going to be a whole lot of fun. And it's just that brother and sisterhood and getting together and enjoying each other's company and speaking with like-minded people that get it is a really, really cool thing. And you don't have people looking at you like you have three heads and that you're crazy. So it should be a lot of fun. So. My dad used an extension cord, doubled up a couple of times. Ouch. Yeah, that would definitely let you know something happened. I can remember, switches get going. We had a willow tree as well, and you have to go out there and get your own switch off the willow tree. So, yeah. So, Carrie saying bye in Tennessee. Well, like I said, I'm going to look in West Virginia first and kind of see there. We may swing up through Tennessee. We may get into Kentucky. I don't know yet for sure. We're just going to see. We're just going to see what happens. So, but like I said, it should be a lot of fun. We should have a good time. And like I said, I like the camaraderie and the fact that I got this campsite and we can use it for all 3 days. We have the whole campsite. So that is going to be very, very cool. It is going to be, Lloyd Kirk says, when is it again? July 16th, 17th, and 18th. It's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have to be out of there Monday o'clock at the latest. So, yep. Oh, sorry, somebody said they got the paddle at school, too. I got to tell you a story. So, I was not a nice kid. I just really wasn't. I was always into crap, causing trouble, having problems. That's because I just didn't care. I was just bad. And the best part was no amount of beatings or nothing was going to stop me from doing what I was going to do. I just didn't care. But we were in school, and I was one of the principal actors in a food fight in the cafeteria. Okay. And so we had a principal that we call his nickname. I couldn't tell you what his real name was anymore. I don't remember, but his nickname was Rockman. Because he had like an artificial hip or knee or something. He was in the Korean War, and so growing up with my sister Becky, we would get into it all the time, and I had long hair, and she would pull my hair, and so somebody pulling my hair never bothered me because she pulled my hair all the time. So you kind of build up that immunity to it, and so what happened was I got sent to his office, and being a cocky 12 or 13-year-old, I'm like, meh. And he took me by the hair, grabbed me by the hair, and he pulled my head down. And I'll never forget it because I strained up, looked at him right back in his face. Then he took his other hand and with two hands grabbed two handfuls of hair and pulled my head down. And, I couldn't, he was too strong. I couldn't do it there, again. But in those days, I didn't go home and cry to mama, oh, they were so mean to me. No, I deserved what I got. And I knew it. So, I sucked it up. I took it. And that's how it went. I mean, today, think about that today. Oh, my God. If a teacher did that today, it would be ridiculous. Ridiculous, the ramifications of that, because the poor little child is such a victim. No, you get what you get. You take your medicine. That's, and I did, I can remember, I'll never forget. So I had that food like in my hand and I had it reared back, and I had like one of the teachers that was there, and she's like, don't you do it. Don't you do it. And that was the wrong started it. And that was it, man. And then it was like food was everywhere. So yeah, but I was like, yeah, don't test me. Cause it's like, it's not going to end well. So, but yeah. Oh, it would be national news today. Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. So, but hey, what are you going to do? I got paddled once by an assistant principal. I had skipped school. Someone had reported it. Oh my God, Bonnie, I couldn't tell you how much school I skipped. Could not tell you. Okay. Another quick story. You guys are going to, well, I looking back in hindsight, I feel very, very bad. So first period of every day, there was three of us, myself and these two other boys. And I remember their names. I'm not going to say their name, but David and, oh my God, it was, God, what was the other kid's first name? Because I'm thinking of his nickname and I can't think of his real name. But anyway, it was the three of us. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Exactly, Asif. Exactly. So, but anyway, so first period of every day we had art, and we made that art teacher's life hell. They used to call us the Three Musketeers, because the three of us. Oh, the other kid's name was Kevin. It just came to me. So it was me, Kevin, and David. And so this one day we decide, let's skip. Let's not go to our class. So we get caught. We're walking the halls doing what we want to do, and we get caught because we're stupid 12-year-old kids. And so they take us to her room, and I was always like, I was the leader. I was the spokesman. I'm like, oh yeah, no, she gave us permission to, to be, in there. And they're like, oh, okay. So whoever it was takes us back to her class, and she comes out in the hall, and the person was like, well, he said that, you gave him permission, to be in the hall. I said, well, she did, and she's looking at us, and she goes, no, yeah, I gave him permission. She was that afraid of us that because we're horrible. Found out later the poor woman had a nervous breakdown, which I still, like I said, now as an adult, I would have killed me. I would have killed me as an adult. But, being that snotty kid, it's just, we were bad. We were bad. Lloyd Kirk said, Ed, you and I are close to the same age, so different size, but trouble makers personified. Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing. It's just, I had a lot of anger issues, and, didn't deal with some things well. And so I acted out, not making excuses, not looking to, making myself be the victim, but I acted out, and it doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it right. But now these teachers today, their hands are tied. Unfortunately, I always said I could never be a teacher, because I always said if I had a student like me, I would jack that kid up. I wouldn't tolerate. You're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to act like a jerk to me. But now we had teachers that were fantastic teachers that we loved, and you always behaved in their class because you respected that teacher, if that makes any sense. So and there was teachers that weren't going to take any crap. I mean, it was a different generation then too, but it's just completely different now. But yeah, it's just I wrote my own absent notes. Oh my God, that's awesome. North Shore Preparedness just said that. That's awesome. Yeah. So, but left at 17, no one was surprised. Yeah, it just it, it was different then than it is now, and I think that's they would do they would square kids away where they're not allowed to do anything. I mean, if you raise your voice to a kid now, they're crying and in the whole 9 yards. So that's not a good thing. And of course these parents today, and I'm going to tell you what I always said, like with my kids knew you better act straight in school, because if you don't, you ain't got to fear the teachers and the principal. You better fear me, because when I come, I will embarrass your behind in front of everybody. So that's because I did it all. I was that bad kid. So you're not going to get anything over on me. You're not going to pull those games and think you're going to get away with it. It was just never going to happen. So, you know, I was a comedian, Army recruit, and the Navy. Did 2 services. That's cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, I went in the Army, and I'll tell you what, you grow up in a hurry. It changes you. It does, and I think for the better. I absolutely think for the better. Now, again, when I was in, I didn't see any combat, so I think that's a whole different story. When you get 18, 19, 20-year-old kids going and have to do a lot of the things that these kids are having to do, not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. But the structure, the discipline, the respect, I think those are really good things. And it definitely it changed the way that I looked at a lot of things. And you definitely grow up. You definitely grow up. So let's see. Leah said, I did everything backwards. Kids, marriage, divorce, then college. I'm still standing. There you go. And I'm going to tell you what, and I've had people say this to me, and I'll be honest about this. They'll say, if you could go back and change things, would you? And, part of me says, yes, I would like to do that, because I would do some things differently. But everything that I've gone through, everything that has happened in my life made me who I am today, has made me a stronger person. Molded and shaped me into the person that I am now. And I think that is, I think that's a good thing. Those experiences you have to experience. It's just like, okay, Heather's now living her life. She's out there doing her thing, and she has to experience that. I can't do that for her. I can be there as support, and I can help her as much as I possibly can. And if things don't work out, I'll be there as that support system for her, which is you need that. My grandparents were the stability. We always knew that Grandma and Grandpa were there. They were the stable ones, and they were always going to be there. Obviously till they passed away. But you need to have somebody in your life that you can rely on, somebody to be that rock, to be that stability. And I found that as I got older, that person ended up being me. You know what I mean? I'll tell you a funny story. So my mom had a friend of hers that was a lawyer, and good guy. They would get together and they would have lunch and stuff like that, and they knew each other forever. I think he's passed away now too. He was quite a bit older than my mom. And my mom hadn't seen him for like a bunch of years, probably like 10 or 11 years. And so they had gotten together. And, mom was telling him everything that was going on at that point and what was happening. And there was 4 of us that all grew up within sight of 2 years of each other. I was the one that was most likely not to succeed. All right. I was the one that was going to either be dead or in prison by a certain point. And, when I turned myself around and got myself squared away and started to apply myself and use my brain, You know, other than for you know, it made a big difference. And so when Mom was telling him what I was doing, that I was now a nurse, and you know, and he was like, "Oh my God, Ed," you know. And so you know that's a cool part of it too. You know, so my one stepbrother, his name is Eric, great kid, and I'm just going to share a couple quick stories with you. And you know, he's 4 years younger than me, and I took him everywhere. I did all kinds of stuff with him, and not good stuff. I was not a good influence at all. And his mother hated my guts. I mean, she hated me. And I would goad her, you know what I mean? And I would just mess with her because I knew she couldn't stand me. Like every time I would see her, I'd be like, "Hey, Nancy, how you doing?" And she'd be like, you know, eh. So at one point, she had said to me, and I never forgot it because it really had a huge impact on me. Um, she worked at Wegmans, and I was in there getting whatever, you know. And I remember her saying to me, "You're a loser. You've always been a loser, and you're never going to be anything but a loser." And of course, at the time, I'm like, you know, "F you," you know, "kiss my A," you know, all that type of stuff. And I went home and I thought about what she said, and I got really pissed. And I will tell you why I got really pissed. Not because she said that, because at that point in my life, she was 100% right. And that really pissed me off that she was right, because that's the path I was following. Okay. So after later, when I got myself squared away and was doing well in life, I went back, you know, and I knew when she worked, and I went into her work, and I walked up to her, and I'll never forget this conversation. Last conversation I ever had with a woman. And I walked up to her and I said, "Nancy," and I'll never forget. She looked at me. She's like, "What?" Because she just, I mean, this woman just like absolutely hated me. And I said, "I wanted to thank you for something." And she was like, what, thank me for what?" And I said, "You had said something, and at the time when you said it, you were right." And I said, "It really pissed me off." And so I revisited that conversation with her. I said, "But I just wanted you to know," I said, "I got myself squared away now, and you know that I'm doing well in life." And she was like, "You hate me that much?" And I said, "No, Nancy, you don't understand." I go, "I don't hate you at all, because I hate no one. I don't hate anybody. People I don't care for, I just don't have nothing to do with them." Okay. But what I told her at the time, I said, "I hated the fact that you were right." And I said, "That's what I didn't like about that." And I just wanted to share with you that I got myself squared away now. And I think it made her look at me differently from that point on. And then probably maybe 5, 6 years later, I think she ended up having like a stroke and died. So I mean, she died young too. I mean, I don't even think she was 50 years old when she passed. But you know, it just to be able to prove people wrong, and to show people, you know, you may have been this, but I don't care what background, I don't care what you've done wrong. I don't care if you've committed felonies, if you've made some horrible choices, done some bad things. Anybody can turn their life around, and they can change who they are. And it's a personal choice. And that's why I wanted to share that with you guys, because it was like different things happen in your life, and they're profound moments, and they impact you. And it's a lot of times it's what people say, how they react to you, and those type of things. And so, you know, remember that when you deal with people, how you interact with them can make that profound impact. Now, you're going to have some people, you can tell them straight up they're a loser and a scumbag, and, you know, a thief or a liar, or whatever the case may be. And it might all be true, and they're not going to care. They're just going to keep doing what they're doing. But there may be somebody that gets reached by saying that. Or if you have to, you know, cut somebody off that you love because they're making bad choices, sometimes that has to happen. And you don't do it because you're judging them. You're doing it to isolate the other people that you care about, because that influence is not a good influence. So that's, you know, just kind of something to share, you know. I could sit here and different stories could come. I could talk and I could tell you stories, and you would be like, "There's no way that's true." And there's so much that is true. Hey, Asif, I have some parents in the last 22 years that turned their life around and became good people and parents to my patients. That's cool. No, that is awesome. And you know what? And it does happen. I always say, this is what I always say, folks, okay? Because I've had people ask me, they have asked me, they said, you know, is there hope for my kid? And my rule of thumb is this: if they have not pulled their head out of their behind by the time they're 30 years old, they're never going to do it. And unfortunately, that seems to be the trend. Now, for me, I was 27 years old when I pulled my head out of my behind and looked at myself, took a hard look at myself, didn't like what I saw, and I decided to make some changes. And that was really a profound moment in my life, you know. Now, can I go back and do what I need to do as far as, you know, some of the stuff that I've done before? If I had to, I could. Absolutely, I could. You know, but the thing is, I don't want to be that person anymore if I don't have to be. And so, you know, but it's you know, that's it's all part of the nature of the beast. You know, we what happens, what we go through, it shapes us, it changes us, and it's all about choices. Always is, always will be. So. Let's see. Dowell Homestead said late sore, bruised, and swollen, but biopsies are behind me. Results on Monday. Well, good luck with that. I hope that that all works out good. I really do. Let me just see what we got here. I just want to. All right. So what? Well, let's do this, guys. What are we at 5 after here? Let's do. Let me do it again real quickly. Ask for a thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, would you please do so to show support for the channel? And thank you ahead of time. I do appreciate that. Also, it really does help with the algorithm. So the more interaction we have, it really does help the channel, puts us up higher in the rankings. So I appreciate you guys doing it for that reason as well. Third reason is I like to see a lot of thumbs up. So thank you for that. Again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get back on your feet. You're exactly right. You know, the most successful people in the world failed multiple times. Thank you very much for the donation too, Asif. They failed multiple times or were told no multiple times before they became successful. They didn't give up. And that's the key. Don't ever give up. Don't listen to those people that tell you what you can't do. That's really, really important too. So really quickly, I want to do some shout outs real quick, and then we're going to do We Are Legion. So Ed, you are already 10. It's not even summer yet. Yeah, well, but I've been out a lot. I've been outside a lot, and I just get dark. So yeah, I'm sure that by the end of summer, I will be pretty dark by the end of summer. But and it'll be funny because again, upper body will be very, very dark, and the lower body will be pasty white because I'm always wearing jeans because I'm out working outside on stuff like that, and I generally don't wear shorts in the summer just because of I don't want my legs all torn up from branches and whatever else. So, and I generally don't just wear shorts and hang out. It doesn't always work that way. But anyway, I want to do some quick shout outs. Bizarrizza definitely want to give him a shout out, and I will be reaching out to him again, guys, and see if he plans on coming to the prepper get together. I hope he does. Also, Icky Can up in Canada, a good friend of mine, really, really nice guy. Definitely show him some support as well. Marfugal News, Adam, out on the West Coast in Seattle, real good guy too. No, it's not a farmer's tan because I always take my shirt off, so no tan lines. I know, like farmers, they have like just their neck and their arms like from here down. So what I get like my hands because I'm wearing gloves. So like I'll get a line like right here and my hands will be lighter than the rest of my arm because of, you know, wearing gloves or because I'm riding. So Ed's not a farmer till he gets his pond. The pond will be coming. That'll be coming as well. So also I wanted Southern Prepper 1 is another good channel. Boss of Swamp, I like him. Doug and Stacy. We have Green Greg's is another good channel. Definitely check him out. Alaskan Prepper, Angry Prepper down in New York City. And you know, there's so many channels out there, guys. Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, really like his stuff. Very intelligent. You know, good information. So you know, definitely check out other channels. Sean James with My Self Reliance, really like what he's doing. He just and it was funny today because I had one of my friends call me and was like, man, you got to go watch Sean James's video today. He put, you know, like a pond inside the greenhouse. And I'm like, yeah, I watched it. You know, I really like his channel, and what he does is really cool. What's the hardest project you took on at the homestead so far? The hardest project. The most physical project was definitely the raised beds. That was definitely, you know, the raised beds. Putting those in was a brutal, just brutal bull work. But the hardest project over time, it was getting the solar system squared away. That would definitely be the hardest project as far as that goes. So can't answer that right now. So that's why I got it muted. So, but somebody knows call me. I'll have to call him later. But anyway, let's do this, guys. We are Legion because we are many. We are all over the country. We're all over the world. We're a huge network, a big family of folks. Where is everybody from tonight? So let's do that really quickly. So we have Ontario, Canada, Montreal, Canada, Southwest Illinois, sorry. Vancouver, BC, Canada, Gatlin, Pennsylvania, Blaine, Minnesota, Central Florida, Southwest Louisiana, Eastern Oregon, Franklin County, Ohio, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, North Carolina, Michigan, California, Nowhere, Oklahoma, still my favorite, Somewhere, Oklahoma. We have Australia, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Sullivan, Indiana, and let's see. Yeah, the greenhouse wasn't fun either. You're right. It was tough putting it together, especially with no directions. Salem, Ohio, Homestead, Florida, Daphne, Alabama, Cape Cod. We have Akron, Ohio, Southwest Ohio, Dublin, Ohio, a lot of Ohio, Maryland, Massachusetts, Utah, Texas, Northern Ohio, Southwest Missouri, New Mexico, Houston, Texas, East Tennessee, Savannah, Georgia. Let's see, Poconos in Pennsylvania, Connecticut, California, Western New York, Brookings, Southern Oregon coast. We have Texas, Halifax, Virginia, Long Island, New York, Key West, East Tennessee, Northern California, Chandler, Arizona, Lakeland, Florida, East Texas, let's see, Lansing, Michigan, Arkansas, New Mexico, Palm Coast of Florida, Tershech, Ontario, Canada. I probably said that wrong, Joanne, and I apologize. Orlando, Florida, Arizona. Let's see what else we got here. Spokane, Washington. So anyway, guys, we're all over the place, all over the country, all over the world. We're just a huge network of people, and we're the ones that are awake. We're the ones that can do something to change the outcome when the time comes. We can do it now, and we can do it afterwards as well. So we really are the ones. And I always felt, you know, like I said, I'm really hot, so I just letting you know it's really warm, and with that light right there blasting, it makes it even warmer. But anyway, when I had my epiphany, which was Hurricane Katrina, you know, it felt like I was awoken for a reason, that I needed to do something. And so that was really got me motivated. And I know that everybody has their moment, what their awakening point was. But I really, truly believe that we are the ones that were awakened for a reason, because we're the ones, when the time comes, we can truly make a difference, and we're going to be able to help a lot of people. So that is, I think, really, really important, and I think we should really try to focus on that and work on that, and and just, it's not about hoarding, it's not about being selfish, it's about being prepared, being prudent, and those type of things. So, let's see. Say no to it. Okay, well, thank you for being here. Said thank you, Ed and Mods. Have to run now. See ya. All right, well, see you later. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Yeah, guys, the mods do such a great job keeping the chat clean. They're awesome. Really appreciate them. They make a big difference. They really, really do. And so I want to thank my moderators for keeping the chat clean, ladies and gentlemen that come in here stream after stream, are a big part of what we're doing here, and they really do make a difference. So thank you all for being here, and it is really, really appreciated. So I am like so excited. I don't know how well I'm going to sleep tonight. I'll be honest with you. Leaving tomorrow for the trip, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will find something that calls to me that I go, yep, this is what I want or what I need, and starting a new adventure down there. We are not getting rid of the homestead right away. I will be honest with you. It could be 2 to 3 years. We're going to see what happens. But if I can find something decent, I don't plan on being up here in the wintertime anymore. And so that's the game plan. And we're going to go from there, and I'm looking forward to it. And, I'll tell you one, she's not sitting here at the moment. So I'm really looking forward to spending some one-on-one time with my daughter, because I know as, the years continue to go by, she's going to go on with her life and live her life. And we're not going to have that time anymore like that, especially, once she gets married and has kids, and, life changes, So, always does. So, but looking forward to getting away and having a good time. And so that's what we're going to do. So anyway, thank you all again for being here as well. It makes it so much more fun, and it's enjoyable that way. And thank you everybody for being here. I want to remind everybody that we are all in this together. That is important, that we are one race called the human race. As soon as we can stop letting them manipulate us, play games with the media and everything else over race, religion, and politics, when the time comes, and I want people to really take this to heart, when the time comes and SHTF happens, the person offering you help with that open hand saying, I'm here and I'll help you, you are not going to care what race they are. You are not going to care what religion they are. And you're not going to care what their politics are. You're not. If they're offering you help and you need help, you're going to take that help and you're going to be grateful. And that's it. That's the bottom line for anybody, myself included. You're going to be grateful. So think about that when we start letting them continuously play us against each other. We got to stop. If we could focus on the real problem, which is big business and government, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Much better shape. Also, remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important to let the people that you know and you care about every day know how you feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you were trying to accomplish, whatever you were trying to do, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you. Oh, I want to give you an update, too, on that. So when I reach 100,000 subscribers, as I have told you guys, I am going to have STD tattooed on my body. Well, I was at a tattoo parlor today talking with the gentleman that runs the tattoo parlor. Asked him if it would be cool if I videotaped him doing this tattoo. We talked. We're going to get things organized and set up when that time comes. And I will definitely be videotaping him doing that tattoo. And so that's going to be cool. I may do a live stream with it. I don't know yet. So we'll see. It'll either be a live stream or I'll just do a video and put it up and share it with you guys. But that is the game plan. And so I got that part set up. We just have to hit 100,000 subscribers now. So we're at 93.3, and we got to work towards that 100,000. When I hit the 100,000, I have that tattoo lined up, and I will have STD put on my body. Okay. So anyway, just letting you guys know that as well. So here we go. I will see you all later. Have a great night. I am probably not going to have a 3 o'clock video up tomorrow. I will try to get one up by nighttime. Okay. And I'll let you guys know what's going on. All right. I will see you all later. Have a great night. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.